Hello friends, now our next topic is work of pipes and cistern. Uh, uh, to start this chapter, we'll start with a concept of unit work. Uh, a work always can be defined as one unit, whether it is reading a book, whether you are building something, where you are making a painting, whether you are digging a trench, having food, anything. You always assume that the complete work is as one unit. Okay, means when work is completed, one unit of work is done. Now these are very important formulas. If a person can do a piece of work in p days, okay, then the person does 1 by pth work in 1 day. Just you have to take the reciprocal. Suppose there are two persons, one is doing work in p days alone, and another is doing in q days alone, working alone. Then if they come together, they'll complete the same work in pq upon p plus q days. If you want to find out the 1 day work of both of them when they are working together, it is 1 by p, that is 1 day work of a. Then 1 by q, that is 1 day work of b. You have to just combine, you'll get the, in 1 day they are completing the p plus q upon p into q amount of work. So if it is 1 day work, then if you find out the n day work, just you have to multiply this by into n. Okay, now there's next concept. If a is x times as good as b, that means a is more efficient. Okay, then then he'll take 1 by x of the time taken by p to do the same work. Okay, this is this will help us in problem involving efficiency. Okay, some workers are very good, very efficient, and some are not. So we'll see how to use this in our problems. Okay, now we'll see two different example. Okay, these are very good example to understand the work concept. M can do a piece of work in 12 days. So definitely you can find the 1 day work of M, that is 1 by 12. N can do the same work in 36 days. Huh? Keep in mind same work. Okay. So 1 day work of N is 1 by 36. If both of them are doing the work together, in how many days they'll complete the work? Okay. So it is 1 by 12 upon 1 by 36. Okay. Sorry, 1 by 12 plus 1 by 36. If you'll add this, you'll get the 1 day work of M plus N. So what I'm getting, 4 by 30 is 1 by 9. So the 1 day work of M1 one working today is 1 by 9. So both M and N can finish the work in 9 days. That is a reciprocal of 1 by 9. Okay. On the other hand, there is different kind of problem. A can do a piece of work in 10 days and B can do the same work in 40 days respectively, if they work at it on alternate days and A begins the work. Okay, remember in alternate days problem, you should know, or it should be stated in the problem that who is starting the work. Okay, then in how many days the work will be completed. A's 1 day work is 1 by 10, B's 1 day work is 1 by 40. If we'll combine A plus B's 2 day work, because he is working on the first day and B is working on the second day, so the 2 days work of A and B will be 1 by 8. So time taken to complete the work is 16 days, because in 2 days they are working 1/8 part. So you have to multiply 8 into 2, that is 16 days. So work will be completed in the 16 days. Now we'll see the problem involving efficiency. Here it is given that Ram, who is working in a car manufacturing company, is twice as good as workman as Sham, who is also working in the same department, and together they finish a piece of work in 24 days. In how many days will Sham alone finish the work? We know that Ram is equal to twice the Sham, and it is given Ram plus Sham's 1 day work is 1 by 24. So if we'll substitute in place of Ram is equal to 2 Sham, you'll get 3 Sham's 1 day work is equal to 1 by 24. So Sham's 1 day work will be 1 by 72. Therefore, Shyam will finish this work in 72 days. Now, this is one another type of problem. P can do a piece of work in 12 days and Q in 16 days. Okay. After working 4 days with P, Q leaves the work. Okay, so that means they are working together only for 4 days. In how many days will P finish the remaining work? So first you'll have to find out that in 4 days how much part of the work is finished when they are working together. So P's 1 day work is 1 by 12 and Q's 1 day work is 1 by 16. So P plus Q's 4 day work, 4 into 1 by 12 plus 1 by 16, that is 7 by 12. So since we consider work done as one unit, then you have to find the remaining work by this formula, 1 minus the completed work. You will get 5 by 12. Now since now P have to work alone, you have to consider the P's 1 day work, that is 1 by 12. So remaining work is 5 by 12 and his 1 day work is 1 by 12. Then you can easily find that he will complete the remaining work in 5 days. Now the next example, H and M can do a piece of work in 16 days. H can do the same work in 24 days. In how many days can M alone finish the job? The combine is 1 by 16. Okay. And you know that H 1 day work is 1 by 24. Then it's very simple. M's 1 day work will be 1 by 16 minus 1 by 24. That is 1 by 48. That means M can complete the job in 48 days. Now we'll see a next important formula. There are two set of data, that is if M1 number of men can do a work in D1 days working HN hours daily, okay, and M2 men can do the M2 number of men can do other work in D2 days working H2 hours per day, then the man work and the rate is same, then you have to write this in this formula, M1 D1 H1 upon work 1 is equal to M2 D2 H2 upon work 2. We'll see how to use this in our problems. Sometimes it may happen that the number of hours per day is not given, then you have to assume that the workers are working in equal numbers of hours daily. Okay, so we'll see the example. 20% can make 15 toys in 12 hours. How many toys can 10% takes in 8 make in 8 hours? Okay, so here D is not given. The concept is only in terms of hours only. So D will be not there in the formula. So M1 H1 upon T1, M2 H2 upon T2. T1 and T2 is the number of toys. Okay, so M1 is 20, H1 is 12 and T1 is 15. Here T2 is unknown, so if you'll solve, you'll get the answer as 5 toys. Now we'll see next concept, that is pipes and cisterns. Here the problem mainly asks of the tanks. So that means how much time is required to fill a tank, or if there is leakage, then how much time in how much time the tank will be emptied. Okay, so we'll first see the concepts. The concept is almost same as work. Okay, if a pipe can fill a empty tank in X hours, then part filled or emptied in 1 hour is 1 by X. Now if there are two pipes, one is filling and one is emptying it, okay, and if the rate of filling is greater, okay, that means the number of hours is more, then if both pipes are open simultaneously, then the net part filled in 1 hour is 1 by X minus 1 by Y, and time taken to completely fill the tanks xy upon y minus x hours. But suppose the filling rate is less, that means time taken is greater than emptying rate, then tank will never be full. Okay, so you just have to find it when the tank will get emptied. So in 1 hour it will get emptied by 1 by x minus 1 by y. 1 by y minus 1 by x. Okay, now we'll see some example. uh, pipe P can fill a cistern in 20 minutes, while pipe Q can fill the same cistern in 30 minutes, and pipe R can empty the full cistern in 1 hour. If all the pipes are open together, how much time will need to make the cistern full? The emptying pipe actually does the negative work, so you'll have to subtract. Part filled by P in 1 minute is 1 by 20, Q 1 by 30, and R 1 by 60. You have to add these two and subtract 1 by 60 because the R is doing negative work. So 1 upon 20 plus 1 upon 30 minus 1 upon 60, you will get 1 by 15. That means the cistern will be full in 15 minutes. Now this is one more example, very good example. Two pipes A and B can fill the tank in 36 minutes and 45 minutes respectively. A water pipe C empties the tank in 30 minutes. First A and B are opened after 7 minutes. C is also opened. In how much time the tank is full? So because in the first 7 minutes C was not open, so we have to find the a part of tank filled in the first 7 minutes. It is very easy. That part of filled in 7 minutes is 7 into 1 by 36 plus 1 by 45 is equal to 7 by 20. 7 by 20th part is filled. So remaining part is what? 1 minus 7 by 20, that is 13 by 20. Now in 1 minute when all the 3 pipes are open, the 1 minute in 1 minute how much part is filled? 1 by 36 plus 1 by 45 minus 1 by 30 because it's negative work. Okay, so you'll get 1 by 60. That means if all the 3 pipes are open, the the part of tank filled in 1 minute is 1 by 60th. Okay, so now 1/60th part is filled in 1 minute. So 13 by 20 part will be filled in 16 into 13 upon 20, that is 39 minutes. So total time taken is 46 minutes, that is 39 plus initial 7 minutes when the A and B was working. The pipe A and B was working alone. Okay, now we'll see problems asked in GATE papers. This is the first problem which was asked in 2010 paper. 5 skilled worker can build a wall in 20 days. 5 skilled worker can build a wall in 20 days. That means 1 skilled worker will build that wall in 100 days. Okay, 8 semi-skilled worker can build a wall in 25 days. 10 unskilled worker can build the same wall in 30 days. If a team of 2 skilled, 6 semi-skilled and 5 unskilled workers are working, how long will it take to build the wall? Okay, now to solve this, we'll start as 1 day work of 1 skilled worker is 1 upon 20 into 5 because the work given is of 5 skilled worker, 1 by 100. Similarly, 1 day work of 1 semi-skilled worker is 1 by 200. 1 day work of 1 unskilled worker is 1 by 300. Okay, so 1 day work of 2 skilled, 6 semi-skilled and 5 unskilled worker can be found by this formula. It's very easy. 2 into 1 by 100, 6 into 1 by 200, 5 into 1 by 300, which is equal to 1 by 15. That means the work will be completed in 15 days. So your answer is option D. Now we'll see the next problem which is asked in 2011 paper. If m number of students require a total m number of pages of stationery in m days, then 100 students require 100 pages of stationery in how many days? Okay, so it is given that m number of students require a total of m number of pages of stationery in m days. So 1 day stationery require by 1 student is equal to m pages upon m student into m days, that is 1 by m pages. So 1 day stationery required by 100 student is 100 by m pages. Therefore 100 students require 100 pages of stationery in m days. Answer is D. Thank you.